Alrighty, I just got a good like 119 PS2 games, so let's go through them, eh? Oh. I hope that 20 minutes of this isn't just me trying to get into this box, hey? Alrighty. Starting off strong. Simpsons Skateboarding, classic. Manual and disc. Beautiful, that's very strong. War of the Monsters. This is a really fucking fun game. It's you just play as like massive monsters and you destroy cities and shit like that. Turok, dinosaur game, my second copy. Whoa, okay, little passport thingy. But we have both the manual and the disc. Really nice. Tomb Raider, second copy. Manual and disc. Mega Drive collection. Manual and disc. Sorry, I am very hot. I just got home. Just been walking. Oh, that's a good fucking one. Dragon Quest. This one's normally like 30-40 bucks. Oh, there seems to be a manual and something else in here. What is this? Oh, like funky cards. That's cool. I'll chuck that back in, but that's going to go into the collection. A few straight away are going straight to my collection, like The Simpsons and War of the Monsters and Dragon Quest, yeah. Everything in it. That's beautiful. Should probably separate these to collection and not collection. Alrighty. SpongeBob SquarePants, another duplicate that I already have. Manual and disc. I know this probably isn't as fun for you guys as it is for me, but, you know. Scooby-Doo, First Frights. Now, I've seen someone play this before, and apparently it's not great, but it has its charms here and there. Complete, that's cool. Fuck, I am so impressed. I wasn't expecting everything to just be complete off the bat. I bought this from somebody's personal collection. There's like 119 games here. I'm just shocked. You're gonna see some really incredible special things, but a lot of this is also just junk, like Arthur and the Incredibles. Do you guys remember that movie? No disc though. Alright, I'm gonna put that aside and maybe message the person to see what's going on. This is Donald Duck, Quack Attack, complete. I don't know if I'm going to keep that. I'm going to have to check out some reviews for these to see if I want to keep them. Oh, my second Sands of Time copy. It's a cool game. It's probably actually nicer than my copy. We'll have to check the discs of these later. Scooby-Doo Unmasked. Now, I think I've got a copy of this already, except it's scratched up, and it's not as nice as this one. So, that's always pleasant. Scooby-Doo, what is that? The Spooky Swamp. So it's looking like I might have the whole Scooby-Doo PS2 collection. It's even got the receipt in there, but complete. This is looking beautiful. You know, if all it is Arthur and the Invisibles with the disc missing, that's a pretty fucking good score. I mean, you know, I might mention it, but I don't know if I really care that much. Ultimate Casino for you gamblers. Complete, of course. Jeez, you guys need to see this. This is fucking insane. It's just, this is a massive fucking box. Full of games. I'm gonna, okay. Where is the big one? I remember seeing a big one. I'm gonna have to show you guys in a moment. Ratchet and Clank, Up Your Arsenal, number 3. I actually don't have this and I was wanting to get it for my collection, but usually it's overpriced. So that's a collection piece. The Legend of Spyro, New Beginning? No, Dawn of the Dragon. I think I recently sold New Beginning and Enter the Dragonfly. I find these new Spyro games are kind of a bit shit, and I remember giving Amy a go on Enter the Dragonfly and she didn't like it that much. But, you know, they constantly sell. Everybody wants to buy Spyro, even if it's a shit Spyro game, so this is a fucking good one. I've wanted this in my collection. Spider-Man. Web of Shadows? Yeah, Web of Shadows. This is a cool game. No manual, unfortunately, but disc is present. That is really fucking cool. It's probably one of, if not the best Spider-Man game on PS2. That's gone straight to the collection. Crash, Mind Over Mutant. Now, I had this as a kid, and I thought it was a bit shit, even as a kid. You know, I really loved Crash Twinsanity, Crash Wrath of the Cortex, and of course, you know, the original Crash trilogy, but Mind Over Mutant was just a bit too much of a far cry from the normal stuff. So that will go in my cell. Now, this series I've seen before, but I've never watched reviews or played it myself. And this is Blood Rain 2. There's also, like, Blood Rain 1 in here, which I saw. Complete in copy. Complete in box. But yeah, this is an expensive game, usually like 25, 30 bucks. And I'm always like, nah, fuck that. I'm not going to take a risk. But now I can take a risk and play it. So that will go in the collection. Tak and the Guardians of Gross. This from the Tak series with like Tak and Juju and all that sort of stuff. I remember getting into this game because when I was a kid, we used to have lots of PS2 demos, PS1 demos. My dad loved PlayStation Magazine. And I remember Tak and Juju was in one of the demos, and I just played it and played it and played it, and it's just such a weird, camp, funky game. And the secondary character, the guy who's like sidekick or whatever to this guy, is he is the voice actor who plays is Gronk from fucking what is it called? I know some of you guys are probably screaming at me what the fucking thing is called. Cusco, that's it, Cusco. I can't remember what it's fucking called, but yeah, where they're like, wrong lever Kronk. That's the guy who does plays that guy Kronk. It's his voice, really iconic, has been in lots of movies. Now this is a funny one, Maximo Army of Zin. I literally just bought this for like 20 bucks because I really wanted it in my collection, and now I got a second copy. So Maximo's sort of like goblins and ghouls, or ghosts and goblins and stuff, where, you know, you've got, your lives are like your armor. So you get armor, and then when you get attacked, you lose your armor, and then you're like naked, but you're in your like boxer shorts, and you're swinging a sword fighting like zombie dudes and shit. Chamber of Secrets, second copy. But I was selling mine, my Harry Potter collection, but now I might not, because there is something special in here. So I might get the whole Harry Potter collection. We'll see. Spider-Man 3. That's I'm pretty sure this one from the trilogy is a hard find to get. I think it just wasn't good compared to number 1, and it didn't sell well. Or number 1 and number 2, actually. Yeah, I think they changed it up so much, and it just didn't sell well, so it's hard to find. Simpsons Hit and Run. I think this, mine's the platinum copy, so to have the original black label, this has gone straight to the collection. That's beautiful. That is gorgeous. I'm surprised how many of these are going straight to the collection. Lord of the Rings Return of the King. Now, I've only got a disc copy of this. I don't have the actual complete copy like this, so this is going straight to the collection. This is the only Lord of the Rings from the Lord of the Rings trilogy that I don't have complete in box like this. And then there's other spin-off Lord of the Rings games which I've been collecting, like The Hobbit, which I have, which might be in here as well. What I don't have is Lord of the Rings The Third Age, which I think is in here, and also Lord of the Rings Aragon's Quest, which might also be in here. I'm going to have to double check everything after this. Rayman Revolution. I've already got a copy of this, but this is actually a really, really fun game. Rayman Revolution and Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc are really fucking fun games if people want to get into the Rayman series. But this might be better than my copy, so I might switch it out, we'll see. Now, this is kind of, I think I think it might be a shit game, but I remember as a kid playing it a lot, and it was a difficult game. I was hyperfixating to beat it, 100% at it, but it's a difficult game and it's very fun. And I was actually wanting to get it just for nostalgic purposes. But this is Harry Potter World Quidditch Tournament, Quidditch World Cup, that's it, Quidditch World Cup. And that is complete in box. That's cool, that's cool. Straight to the collection with that. Another Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, complete in box. Beautiful. And Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, complete in box. Beautiful. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, complete in box. Now, some of these Harry Potter games are actually pretty fun. I remember playing them a bunch as a kid. Now, this is my third copy of Sonic Collection. Or maybe, did I get rid of one of the copies? I don't know, but this actually looks better than my copy, so this probably will go straight in the collection. My collection pile is way higher than my resale. Batman Begins! Oh, I haven't actually played this. This looks like it would be lots of fun though. Complete in box. Another thing that I got recently on PS4, which I was trying to figure out if I wanted it or not. It's really difficult because I think I may already have the digital copies, but to find something like this is just like, what the fuck? I didn't even know it was a thing, but this is like Batman Return to Arkham. Now this is a weird one. It's got a really, really cool cover where it's got that like the card sort of motif to it. But then it's like two games. I think it's like Arkham City and what we got, like Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. I was like, that is so fucking cool. But I'm pretty sure I've already got the digital copies, and I don't know if it's that, I don't know. I played them and they were okay, but I don't know if I care to have them in my collection. You know, space is a big fucking problem with video games. World War II, tank battles. Just the disc, but you know, we're happy with that. We're happy with that. I'll chuck that in that one. Rayman M. Now, complete in box. I also got a copy of this a while ago, and I played it, and I don't know, it might be alright when you're playing with people, but by yourself it was a bit boring. You know, it's a like Rayman multiplayer game. But chuck it there because it might switch out mine. Alright. Oh, okay, I think this one's a rare one, and I don't know how good it is, but this is Dukes of Hazzard. What is that? Dukes of Hazzard Return of the General Lee. Oof. But I think it's actually rare, and it might be fun. Who knows? So I'm gonna have to give lots of these plays to decide whether they're staying in my collection. Oh, this is a big one. Now, I actually already got this game. It's a super fucking rare game, difficult to find. If you want to buy it, it's normally like $80, $90, and I just got a second copy. Forbidden Siren. Now, oh, complete. Looking a little bit rough. No bonus postcards in it. But that's cool. That's cool. Shit, they bought that for $4 from EB Games. What the fuck? This resells like crazy now. I reckon I'm just gonna have to resell this one because it doesn't look as nice as my copy. My copy looks very spick and span. The Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian. Receipt still and complete in box. I really enjoyed reading the Chronicles of Narnia book series, but the movies really let me down, and the game will probably let me down as well. Ice Age 2, The Meltdown. Look at this. Oh, what's that in the back? Due back Wednesday, 7 p.m. So I think this was at one point a rental, and then someone sold it to cashies. But complete in box. Where was it a rental from? Local Video Jewels. I doubt they are still open. But that's a cool one. Happy Feet. What? No. Okay. Sorry, I just saw this on the back and I was like, what? That doesn't make sense. But then the fine print says it's for like a Google Pixel mobile phone. Complete in box with the receipt. I always love reading the receipts. See how much they paid for it originally. Spyro Eternal Night. I think I sold a copy of this. Again, the rebooted Spyro series doesn't do it much for me. If I have the whole collection here, maybe I'll keep it and just go through them, see if they're all right. Now, this is a weird rare one if you ever see this, because it goes for a weird amount. I think it's like $40, $50 normally. It's really hard to find, and I don't get what the big deal is. I haven't looked into why it's so rare, but Garfield Lasagna World. It's a fucking weird one. Complete. I'm gonna have to play it and see what the big deal is. And then another Garfield game. Oh, they left their memory card in. Alright, I always need spare memory cards. That's fucking crazy. I'm gonna have a look what their saves are on their memory card. And, you know, I've had the idea. I thought it would be really, really funny to maybe, like, finish people's save files and stuff like that. So I'll go through their memory card and see where they're up to in certain games and maybe finish them for them, because, you know, at least they know that it's finished. Spider-Man 1. I've already got a copy of this, but again, always good to see it. Might be in better condition. I love upgrading my games. Ants Extreme Racing from the old Ants movie. This is going to be fun. I'm going to give that a go. That'll go straight to the collection. Simpsons Road Rage. I was looking for this. Oh, the disc is out. That disc is looking beautiful, though. Minor scratches, but, you know, worst case scenario, I'll get things resurfaced. It's because this case needs to be replaced, but complete inbox. I'll be careful with that one. Maybe switch out the case. Crash, Wrath of Cortex. I've already got like 1 million copies, but another memory card. What the fuck? That is so cool. Memory cards are weird now, you know? People are selling them for dumb prices. Usually you can find them in op shops for cheap. I don't understand why people have gone mad for the memory cards. I mean, you can do some cool things. Now, Hazo got me this one, so this is now a duplicate copy. But the Shrek Smash and Crash Racing. This was actually a bit of fun. I like this. Yeah, but, you know, it might... Well, no, the copy Hazo got me was actually pretty good condition, but we'll have a look at the disc, the book, see. Maybe it's better condition. Prince of Persia, Warrior Within. I have 100%ed the whole Prince of Persia franchise, except like the new reboot. I fucking loved it. And now you can pick these games up for like less than $5, which I think is a bargain. But I think that is only because everybody bought them. They're super common. All that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'll take a look at that. Peter Pan, Return. Is it The Legend of Neverland? That's it. I've already got a copy of this. Actually, I don't even care for my copy. I think I'm selling it. It's kind of a really shit game, but cool to see nonetheless. You know, I just love looking at games. Now, this is one I actually wanted. Looney Tunes Acme Arsenal. I remember playing a demo of this as a kid, and I really enjoyed it. We'll give it a go. That's going straight to the collection. World Series of Poker. If you gamblers didn't get enough with the last casino one, here's another World Poker. Oh, okay, this is one collection I've been wanting to get into, but it's over fucking priced, and I don't get it. And I wonder if number 2 or number 3 is the ridiculously expensive one. I think it might be number 3, but this is Tie 2. Yeah, Tasmanian Tiger Bush Rush. This is actually... I saw this once in Cashies, and they wanted like $30 for it or something. I was like, fuck out of here, I'm not paying $30 for that. You know, like, I don't know, I love games, but there's a limit, you know. I've got a wallet, a balance to everything, you know. God, there's still like two more layers to all this. There's so much. Winnie the Pooh. What is this? Rumbly Tumbly Adventure. Isn't that cute? Complete. I'm gonna have to give that a go. That sounds sick. Thank fuck that today I just had my second to last exam. I've got my last exam Wednesday, 2 days from now, or a day bit from now, whatever. And after that, I have so much I want to do. One of the big things I want to do is try and get through a lot of these games and clean them up and play them, have a bit of fun. Casper and the Ghostly Trio. This is my second copy. I tried playing this. I didn't really like it. It was a bit shit. Casino Challenge. This is an interesting one because how many casino card games did this collector have? I mean, that's cool and all, but I didn't have any card game, casino games, anything like that as a kid. So Yeah, I realize this video is getting pretty large, so I'll probably just upload it to YouTube instead of... I don't think I can send it directly through to Messenger. So for any random people who are watching this and you just don't know who I'm referring to, what I'm referring to, that's okay. It's fun having you guys on this journey with me to check out this massive games haul that I got. But yeah, just primarily it's just to show my friends, I guess. Alright, you know what, I'll give those casino card ones a bit of a fun go. Now, okay, this was one that I actually got like a couple of weeks ago, and I played it a lot as a kid, and I really enjoyed it. And it's a weird one because there's two of these in this series, and they're both first-person shooters, sort of. But they're really campy, and they're really arcadey, and they're really, really fun. And that's 50 Cent's Bulletproof. Now, there's actually compressed music videos for all of his songs up until that point, and you can play the songs all through your gameplay while you're playing. It's actually really, really fucking fun. I think I got mine for like $5. You know, it's a great game. It's a lot of fun. I think $5 was a really good fucking bargain for it. I don't think they sell for much. Maybe it's a common game, but I haven't seen it that much around. But I fucking loved it. It's a really, really fun game. And this might actually replace my current copy. We'll see. Alright, Prince of Persia, Two Thrones. Finish out the trilogy with this collection. Again, great one. I fucking love this trilogy. It's, you know, it's underrated. I should be seeing Prince of Persia games in everybody's PS2 collection, because they are a lot of fun. I really love them. Walt Disney's The Jungle Book. I know nothing about this, but complete, and we'll give it a go. I've been playing a bunch of Disney games, and they've actually been kind of fun. Primarily, Disney's Extreme Skate Adventure has been taking way too much of my time, and I really enjoy that game, even though it's really clunky with the mechanics, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater destroys it in every fucking regard. But there's this weird charm to it, you know, and the soundtrack's surprisingly good. I find it's skating games. Soundtracks are surprisingly good for these, and I don't understand why. Jak 3, I got another copy. This is a nice common game. The reason it's common, it's actually really fucking good. Lots of people bought it. I enjoyed the Jak series. I think in here somewhere is Jak and Daxter's Legacy, which is cool because that will replace my current copy, which is like disc only. Ratchet & Clank, Size Matters. Probably the most expensive Ratchet & Clank game on the PS2 series. No, that's probably Agent Clank. But yeah, hard to find. Difficult to find. And besides Agent Clank, this was, again, and number 3. Another one I need for my collection, to complete off my collection. Okay. Here we go. Like my 50th copy of Twinsanity. Great game. Love it. Beautiful. This will probably replace my copy. We'll see. It looks pretty good, actually. Might have to create a couple of piles so they're not falling over. The Mummy. Where's this? Tomb of the Dragon Empire. Emperor, sorry. Complete. You know. That looks like it's going to be a lot more fun than the movie, I guess. The movie was not great. Oh, I've been wanting this, actually. I just haven't found, like, a sufficiently cheap copy. I mean, it's usually, like, less than $10, but, you know, if I paid $10 for every single game I fucking had, you know, I've got hundreds. Like, I don't have that money, but the X-Files. I actually really, really enjoyed the X-Files growing up. I think I'm up to, like, the 6th season, and then I stopped watching years and years ago, because life happened, but that's really cool. That's gone straight to the collection. Okay, another copy of Arthur and the Invisibles. If the disc is in this one is forgiven. We'll just keep this as a spare case or something. You know, I won't message the seller. You know, it's done pretty good. This is incredible. I'm very impressed with the seller so far. I'll have to count up everything and compare it. There are a few key items that I was looking for in this collection that I bought all this on eBay for, specifically for my collection, but you know, complete. So you know what, the seller's forgiven, you know. Duplicate copy without a disc. That's probably why they had a duplicate copy, because the other copy didn't have a disc. And I'd rather them give me this empty case with the complete book and everything than just omit it from the thing. It would have just been nice if they said in the description or message me or something saying, look, this one doesn't have a disc. I mean, that's all cool, but... Now, this is one that I was actually wanting for my collection. Master of the Universe, He-Man. Complete inbox. You know, I am going to have to message the seller and tell them that I'm very happy with this. Garfield, #2. But this is based on the movie. And look at this, another fucking memory card. What the hell? Oh my god. Memory card fucking city. God damn, that's cool. SeaWorld, Shamu's Deep Sea Adventures. Now, I don't know a lot about SeaWorld. I don't know a lot about Shamu, but wasn't there some controversy with Shamu? I don't know. I'm probably talking out my ass. You know, I'm going to do that and ramble when I'm by myself. And, I mean, I guess I'm with you guys in video, but, you know. Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights. Okay, this one I wanted. This is cool. This is cool. Complete. But a lot of them have just been completely bent out, which is really annoying. You know, when I open the thing. But that's like video games in general. You know, you get these games and they're like fucking 20 years old. And, you know, I remember... I think it might have been Lachlan was telling me when he went to like a game store or a video store or something, and they'd open up the games and they'd like crack the fucking spine to it every time, and you know, it just, yeah, made him internally, I don't know, shudder or cringe. Spiderwick Chronicles. I enjoyed this movie as a kid. We'll see how the game goes. Shrek the Third. Sick. More Shrek games. We love Shrek games. Alrighty. Crash of the Titans. Okay, I think I actually played Crash of the Titans, not Mind Over Mutant. But they're basically the same thing. I'm pretty sure they have the same game mechanics. I don't know if I'll bother keeping them. We'll see. I need to be conscious of space. Disney Donald Duck PK. I don't know this one. No case, but the disc is there. That's all that matters, you know. Lots of people get all caught up on having it complete, and having it complete's really fucking cool. And, you know, most of mine are complete, but, like, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to enjoy a game, you know. Blood Rain, from the other one, I showed you guys Blood Rain 2. I already spoke about this, but yeah, I'm keen to give that a play. That's going in my collection pile. Call of Duty 3. Now, when I was on PS2, I more prefer the Medal of Honor series. But, you know, Call of Duty 3 is cool. I think they went into their own during, like, PS3, Xbox 360 era. But yeah, even then, when I think of, like, first-person shooters on the PS2, I think my favorite was Black, which was, like, I don't know, for me, it was just, it looked beautiful, it played beautifully. I really enjoyed it as a kid. Maybe that's from just being a naive kid and not knowing a lot about gaming or whatever, but after playing lots of first-person shooters, that was my favorite on PS2. That and Freedom Fighters, which is weirdly rare now, and I don't get why, but I really loved that as a kid. Starsky and Hutch, another one that I've actually wanted in my collection. That's really fucking cool. This is thoroughly impressive. Jack X. Now, I have a copy of Jack X. The disc looks flawless, but it doesn't fucking work. It won't progress, and I resurfaced it and it still doesn't work, and I don't know. It's nice to actually have a copy that hopefully works. God, this is getting big. Alright, Ratchet & Clank #1. I've already got this, but, you know, it's easy to sell. You know, everybody wants Ratchet & Clank, Spyro, that sort of shit. SingStar ABBA, I've already got this, but, you know, might be better condition. We'll see. SingStar games have actually been pretty fun. Sega Classics Collection. I think this was one of the collection series that I wanted to get, but again, you know, low on my list. I've got lots of these collection ones, like Midway Arcade Treasures 1, 2, and 3, and Capcom Classics, and yeah, just a bunch of other, like, Namco ones and all sorts. Sonic Riders. This looks funky. I haven't played this, but it looks like maybe SSX mixed with Sonic, and I love Sonic, and I love SSX, so that works out well. Madagascar, Escape to Africa. Cool, cool, cool. Alrighty, Roller Coaster World. I wonder how this will play. Seems interesting on the back. I'll give it a go. Give everything a go. Conflict Desert Storm. Now, lots of these ones I don't really care for, you know. It's just another shooting game like the Tom Clancy series and all that sort of stuff. You know, when you progress to like PS3, PS4, PS5, whatever shooting games, you realize the massive flaws in the PS2 ones. And I found that I haven't been going back to PS2 first-person shooters unless it's campy and gimmicky or more arcadey and stuff. Amy's gonna hate this, but Power Rangers. What's that? Super Legends. Yeah. You know, I've always resonated with the Red Ranger. That's probably a very narcissistic thing to say, but I don't care, you know. Yeah. Spyro: A New Beginning. I just sold one of these copies. Again, rebooted series, who cares? 007, Nightfall. I think I've already got a copy of this. Yeah, where's this? Ratchet and Clank 2, Locked and Loaded. I've already got a copy, but, you know, again, can't go wrong. Josh got mostly into the Ratchet and Clank series, and I played it a bit. I liked it, but yeah. Now, this I wanted. Lord of the Rings, Third Age. Complete in box. Nice and beautiful. A lot of fun there. My second copy of Shark Tale. What a classic game. I mean, classic in the sense of terrible animation, terrible game, but it's funny, I guess. Now, this was a terrible, probably the worst Spyro game ever. Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. I think it was maybe a launch title game, or it came out within the first year of the PS2 launching or something. And I played it, and it just looks horrendous. It's not great. It's pretty bad. And the story's really shit, and I think they retconned a bunch. It wasn't great. Over the Hedge. Now, I'm pretty sure, funny thing about Over the Hedge, if I'm remembering this correctly, but I'm pretty sure Avril Lavigne voices one of the characters in Over the Hedge, which is really funny. I might be wrong, though. Someone can, you know, tell me that I'm wildly wrong. Now, thank fuck, because I have Madagascar 2. Now I've got Madagascar 1. That's, you know, what I've always wanted. I actually liked Madagascar movies as a kid. Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem. Now, again, I've got a copy of this one, but the disc is scratched up, and it's due for resurface, you know. So I get lots of these lots, and then, you know how it is. Some of them are just scratched. They just don't play. And if I get a massive lot, then I'm like, well, you know, maybe I can overlook it, sorry, and just get it resurfaced and whatever and take the damage. But, you know, when I get, like, a specific game off eBay or something like that, and it's just not fucking working, you know, I'm like, no, you need to give me my refund. Like, that's fucked, you know. If you're selling a game that doesn't work, say, I'm selling this game, it doesn't work. You know, I remember I returned, got a refund, because sometimes I return them, but sometimes they're like, oh, we don't accept returns because they need to incur the fee of the return. But yeah, I messaged this one person, and I was like, hey, this game doesn't work, you know, I've tried everything, I've cleaned it with isopropyl alcohol and all that sort of stuff, and tried it on different PS2s, still doesn't work. And he's like, I said in the listing it was untested, and I was like, that doesn't mean shit, you know? If someone sold you a car and they said, car untested, and then you bought the car and it wasn't starting up or working or had no engine in it, you're not going to say, oh yeah, well, he did say it was untested. You're going to say, no, this item's defective, you know, and particularly for eBay, it goes against the terms of service and stuff. And anyway, that's why I like eBay, because, you know, they're pretty good on that stuff. If you get sold a dud, you can literally just get a refund, and I would rather go through the effort and return a game, send it back to them, than have a game that just doesn't work, you know. Or in some cases, you know, why take the risk of resurfacing a disc when, you know, with my experience, I swear it's only worked maybe a quarter of the time to get a game working. So, and you know, I've got to pay for all that. Polar Express. This was one of my favorite movies as a kid. I remember there was one of these Christmas activities in primary school, and they were like, continue the drawing type thing. And, you know, it looked like obviously a sleigh, but I went all out and I completely drew the Polar Express with the man on the roof and all that sort of stuff. And they're like, wow, you're so creative. And I was like, I don't know, like 10 at the time. That was fun. Crash Nitro Kart. I've already got a copy. I think I'm even selling my copy, because what I want to do is get the Crash Racing on PS4, because it encompasses all these old games. And that's going to play a lot better and be a lot more fun. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts. I've always wanted to get into these Cabela games, give them a go. It look like a bit of fun. God, there's still another layer here. Now, this is beautiful. This is definitely going to replace my copy. God of War 2, but it's the special edition, the special boxed edition. I wonder if everything's in here. These go for a lot. This is going straight to the collection. Let's see. Oh, yes, we've got the manual. Check. I'm pretty sure there's like some cards or something that comes in. Usually they have like video game postcards. And, oh, sweet, it's a double disc. I didn't know this. Yeah, bonus disc. Maybe there isn't the cards in this, but you know what? I don't care. This is beautiful, you know. You dare defy the God of War! Yeah, nah, a lot of fun. Really cool. This is replacing my copy for sure. I really thoroughly enjoyed the God of War series. And although I've passed them, I haven't passed the reboot yet. That's been on my list. But even though I've passed them, they always remain in my collection because they're really fun. They're really beautiful. And, geez, $94. Probably back in like, I don't know, 2004, 2005. But that's really fucking cool. Oh, now here's another big ticket item. And the reason why I said I'll probably keep my Harry Potter collection, because guess what's in here? This is a big one. I thought I would never see this in person. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Like, this is insane. You need to just look up prices on eBay. It's fucked. I thought I would never see this in my life. Complete inbox with everything. That is cool. I'm going to give it a play, give it a go, and then it's basically going to stay in my collection until I sell my whole collection or I die or something like that. But, you know. Maximo #1. I've already got another copy. And my copy is... I was shocked when I got my copy. Yeah, it was a bit expensive. But it was like... perfect. It was beautiful. It was one of those ones where some people are like, oh yeah, I'll get it graded. It would probably get like a PSA 9 or PSA 10. It's a beautiful copy. But you know, it's always good to have another complete in-box copy. You know, they're good games, and maybe I'll back up my money from what I bought mine for. Sonic Heroes, they'll go straight to the collection. I don't actually have this. That's really cool. Horses with a Z. Ranch Rescue. Alright, I think this weirdly might also be a rare game from memory. I'm not sure. It's familiar. I don't know. Alright, I already got a copy of this. Terrible game, but you know, it's always funny to see it. Dalmatians 3. Yeah, so I have a massive collection, so lots of these are just going to be copies. Devil Kings, I haven't seen this one. This looks really funky, like maybe a hack and slash or something. Really, really funky. That's cool, that's going in the collection. Scalar. Now I remember seeing this, it's got the worst art cover looking fucking thing. It looks so fucking weird and camp. I will give it a go, but I'm not expecting a lot. You know, I've seen it for cheap and I've always been like, yeah, I'll leave it, you know. Oh, this is a good one. I actually really wanted this for my collection because I've got #1, but this is Resident Evil Outbreak File 2. Now, these Resident Evil games get high up in price. It's kind of annoying, but you know, that's the double-edged sword of collecting, you know. Your collection becomes worth a lot, but you also, you know, you got to try and buy games and then they're expensive and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, I just want to buy the games. I'd rather be able to buy the games and have my collection be worthless, you know, and buy them cheap than, you know, spending all this money. James Cameron's Dark Angel. Yeah, I don't know anything about this, but it looks like a Z-rate game. Dogs! Lots of these with the Zs. Complete inbox. That's really fucking cool. I haven't seen this one. The Flintstones in Viva Rock Vegas. I don't know. It's a blue disc one as well. Early on in the... That's so weird. It looks like a racing game. I'm gonna have to give that a go, but that's going in the collection. That looks fun. Alter Echo. No idea. The back looks funky though. That's a funky looking back. Look at that big dude there. Complete in box. That's cool. There's a couple of reasons why I'm doing this video. Not just to show my friends, but also because, you know, it's always nice to have video evidence of opening such a high ticket item, so that, you know, if I have any issues or anything like that, I can just send like the video YouTube link to the seller and be like, yep, no, this didn't come in or whatever. Like, particularly if it was one of those games that I have high on my list of things to collect, and it just, you know, disc was missing or something, and they'll be like, well, you know, maybe you're trying to scam me, and, you know, I try and be above board with these things. What else should we show quickly? Ratchet and Clank Gladiator. I've already got a copy. Really fun game. Alrighty, God of War 1. I've got like 2 copies of this. Now 3. Complete in box. Yeah, I was selling my copy for a bit on Facebook. No one's bought it, but the reason I was selling my copies for a bit on Facebook was because they are flawless. I've never seen copies being, you know, that beautiful before. And the reason they look that good is because God of War is a funny game where it's got the dual layered discs. And I think it's one of the few games that I've actually seen with the dual layered discs. And when your PS2 lasers dying out, your PS2 just doesn't read them, and it says disc read error, there's an issue, blah, 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 all that sort of stuff, won't play the game. I didn't know this. And when I was a kid, I had the game, passed through it, and then, yeah, at some point it just stopped working. And I was like, what the fuck? This disc looks beautiful. I'll just put it aside. Maybe one day it will work. I have no idea. And then I think about a year ago, I learned about the dual layer discs, and I learned that, no, it was actually my PS2 laser that had gone out, and that, you know, it'll play most discs, but it won't play the blued ones or the dual disc ones because it's too difficult for the laser to read. And then, you know, I replaced my PS2 with one with a decent laser, and then it played again. I was like, holy fuck, I haven't seen this game in over a decade. And it was on my big screen, and it was playing, and it looked so beautiful. And what I didn't realize as a kid as well is that the mastering of the sound of that game is incredible. Playing it through my sound system, it sounded incredible. It was beautiful. Like, I nearly cried with how beautiful that game is. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm selling that one for a bit more. But, you know, now that I've got multiple copies, I might just bring down the price just to get someone to, you know, experience that as well. Now, I think a lot of this is me just trying to make a bit of my money back, as well as I get so many duplicates. I can't keep everything. There's too much. This is a cool one that I actually wanted in my collection. But, you know, I was also thinking maybe I'll just get the PS4 remastered, but it's also cool to have it in the PS2 collection. Resident Evil 4. What a classic. I played it on VR and I played it on emulation, but I've never played it on the original PS2. You know, one that I would have just shit bricks if it was in this collection is Silent Hill 2 and 3, because I really want to play those. They look so much fun, but the price is ridiculous. It's like, I think like $120 for Silent Hill 2 or Silent Hill 3, or they're both probably like that. And then this person had an ex-rental copy that looked so fucked. It didn't have the original cover. It didn't have the original book. Well, I think it had the book, but the book was glued in. There was stickers all over it. It was like the dodgiest, scrappiest copy that, you know, an ex-rental. So it'd probably been resurfaced like 100 times. The disc didn't have much life to it. And I was like, how much do you want for that one game in your collection? And they're like, $140. I know what I got. And I was like, they don't even sell for that much in the first place. Complete beautiful copy. Plus you have an ex-rental copy. I was going to give you a decent price. I probably would have paid you like $50 or something. More than what like an ex-rental resurfaced 100 times. You know, not original cover. Some printed out shit cover. Some, you know, everything fucked up with it, you know, book glued in, not collector at all. And I'm like, I would have given you a good price for that. I'm like, why'd you have to be so rude? I don't know, it's so weird. I was like, how much do you want for it? And they're like, 140, I know what I got. And then I sent them the sold listed prices for the game complete in box perfect. And I was like, you're asking for above a perfect copy, and your copy is a terrible copy. And then they were like, they just said, oh, you don't have to buy it. And I was like, okay, you know, I was trying to give you a legit deal. Like, if you don't want to sell it, no one's going to buy it for that price. I was just going to give you a decent copy because I just wanted to play it, not for collector's purposes. Anyway, I already got this Resident Evil Code Veronica. I haven't played it yet. This actually looks really nice and clean. Might replace my copy. We'll see. The Quest for Aladdin's Treasure. Sorry, I know I've been talking a lot. I probably should rush through this. I don't know if you guys are enjoying this or not. I kind of just did it because I thought you guys might enjoy it, and I'm enjoying it. So, Medal of Honor Vanguard. I think I've got like a bunch of copies of these. I need to get rid of those. Ultimate Pro Pinball. This will be fun for Amy. She loves her pinball games. I know, they just keep going and going and going and going. The Getaway, which is sick because this will probably replace my copy. I fucking loved The Getaway and The Getaway Black Monday. And now you can pick up copies for like less than $5, so if you haven't played them, you should play them because they're really cool. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Alright, if I don't have the whole collection by now, I need to buy whatever's remaining and just have the whole collection. Mr. Bean, the most brilliant, terrible game ever. It's actually really fucking terrible, but it's also kind of cute. Resident Evil Dead Aim. Now this is another one that I actually wanted. This is really fucking cool. So the thing with Dead Aim, and I think also, what is it? Outbreak 2. I think they might be gun games from memory. No, I am a liar. It is a shooting game, but that's a shame. I reckon that would have been really, really cool with the guns because, you know, I love gun games. Like, with the, you know, light guns. Sokum, again, another shooting game. Guess they were popular. I don't really care for them. Oh, okay, this one's a secret one. I gotta hide this one. Because this one's a secret one. I can't show anyone because nefarious purposes. But you guys will see it, maybe at Christmas time. That's your only hint. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I hated the movie as a kid. And wow, those are some creepy faces on that front cover. Yeah. So yeah, Ford Racing 2. You know, if it's on a track, I'll give it a go because Amy likes the track races. I think it'll be a bit fun. Now, I've already got a couple of Barbie games. I don't have this one though. Barbie Horse Adventure. It's Riding Camp. Yeah, okay. Enough said. Oh, X-Men. The official game. So I think this one might be average, but I think from memory, Wolverine Origins is actually a really good X-Men game on PS2. I don't know. I'll find out. I'll find out when I play. Woody Woodpecker. Don't know anything about this. I'll give it a go though. That's one of the piles falling over. They're too big now. Now this game I actually really wanted to play because I've heard it's a really good game and it's usually pretty cheap, but again, or seeing around that $10 mark I usually see it and I'm like, I'm not paying $10 for that. King Kong. Peter Jackson's King Kong. Complete inbox. You know, this has been such a beautiful collection. I'll check this other one. Oh, not complete. That's alright. Well, you know, that will still be a fun gift. I guess I might have the whole Spyro rebooted series collection. That's going to be cool. I might just bundle that all up and then sell it to somebody. Tarzan Free Ride. This might actually be fun. Again, anything skateboarding, snowboarding, I find they're really fun. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts, another Cabela's game. Complete inbox. That's cool. Alone in the Dark, like my third copy maybe. I played it as a kid. It was alright, but you know, didn't really take my interest. This will replace my copy though, Jak and Daxter Curse's Legacy. When I get some time, I am going to go through the whole Jak and Daxter collection from beginning to end. That is a really weird book. What is going on with this book? Sorry, it's just all... Is it a book? No, it's a weird fold out. That's so weird. But it's got a map on it, and that's the instruction manual. I didn't know that it comes like this, because, you know, I played the demo as a kid, complete, and then also got this little leaflet for Sly Raccoon and Ratchet and Clank. Now, I'm looking for the Sly Raccoon games, but they're too expensive, you know? I think if I wanted the collection, like the whole 1, 2, and 3, it probably cost me like $150, and I'm not paying that much money for a fucking video game. Sonic Mega Collection. I've already got 2 copies of this, so we'll see. That might just go up for sale. Well, definitely will. And Wally. I loved Wally as a kid, so I'll give that a go. Maybe keep it in my collection. And that is the whole box. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, yeah, probably. You know, I'm gonna have to count through them all later. My brain is so scattered at the moment. Yeah, I think that's 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 50, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90, 92, 94, 96, 98, 100, 102, 104, 106, 108, 110, 112, 114, 116, 118, 120, 122, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34. Sorry, I'm just confused because when I looked in the picture and I counted up all the games in the picture, there was only 119 games in that picture, and I counted and counted and counted again, and, you know, verified, double verified, because I was shocked. I was shocked how many were in that picture. But I think there's like 130 something games in this collection now, which is more than I was expecting, actually. So I count this as an ultimate win. This is incredible. I'm gonna have to go through everything, clean everything, catalog everything, and then set up things for sale, and eventually, hopefully, be able to play through a bunch of it. So yeah, that's a lot. I'm sorry for that. I know we're totaling nearly an hour. I love you guys, and I'm very thankful. Yeah, wow, I'm just shocked. Yeah, so that's the games. That's my package. And then actually, I got a couple more in the mail today as well. One of them I can't show because, again, you know, Christmas. But this one I can show because I got this for like a decent deal because there's no cover. And it's one that I really, really wanted in my collection because I played it as a kid and really loved it as a kid. And I always see it like, sorry, when I see it, it's always super fucking expensive. I'm like, fuck off out of here. PsyOps, the Mindgate Conspiracy. Now, you know, with all these games, I fucking see these and I'm like, I should be reviewing these games and then uploading a review of all these fucking games and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, I'm supposed to be an adult. So, you know, studying and having a proper job and being, not to say YouTube isn't a proper job or anything, you know, people earn a lot of money and they do really well, and you know, I watch a lot of YouTube and they bring me a lot of joy and I'm very thankful. But you know, I know for me it's just going to be a hobby, and I know for me that it's, you know, never going to be something that takes off. And then I think, oh shit, it's going to be maybe a bit of a waste of time. And also money, because, you know, then I'd have to get equipment and do screen captures and, you know, maybe fucking upgrade, you know, my film editing software instead of just using the most cheap, free crap that I can find, which I usually use. But you know, I always get these ideas and I always think, man, I would love to be a YouTuber. That would be so much fun. That would be, you know, I have so many ideas for things, and there are so many times I'm doing things and I'm like, fuck, I should record this. And that would be so much fun. You know, like I'll build weird shit or do weird things or do weird experiments and stuff just because I fucking feel like want to do it. And then I would, while I'm doing it, or, you know, after I do it, I'd be like, maybe I should have recorded that on YouTube. That would have been really fun to see. And I know this isn't that exciting. We're just going through the game collection and stuff like that. But like, I don't know. It was fun for me. It brought me a lot of joy. And I love watching, you know, other people go through their games. There's this one guy who I watch on YouTube, and he's a massive collector. And I love, he buys like random boxes, and I love mystery boxes. And this is probably one of my big flaws, well, one of many flaws, but I love mystery boxes. So like, if someone will chuck something on Marketplace and they'll be like, oh, it's a box of stuff, you know, fucking give me like $60 for it or something like that. And they'll be like, oh, mystery box. Okay, I'm really keen because I get that fucking dopamine rush. And I actually bought a mystery box, basically a mystery box where you could just see the top whatever's in it. And I was like, oh, this is a real gamble. And I was like to the guy, oh, and I'll give you $80. He's like, yeah, sure, come take it. And in there was like fucking Razer keyboards, Razer mouses, like plural. There was like DSi lights, DSXL, like 3DS XL and stuff. And there was like all this weird random gear and all this shit in it, like, you know, computer speakers and Xbox controllers and all that stuff where I'm like, holy shit, this is I got a bargain here. I got a bargain. You know, and I was just excited to have that interaction and excited to, you know, meet up with someone, chat to them. They invited me into their house. We had a chat about stuff. And then, yeah, I bought this box off them, not knowing what I was going to get, you know, complete surprise. And yeah, then I went through, I was like, oh man, that is cool. But you know, on the other side of things, like I bought one box off this person for like $30, and yeah, it might have been a good deal because I got like a pink PS2 controller, but I'm giving that away. Like, you know, I'm giving that away to someone who already has a pink PS2 Slim and all that to complete their collection. And, you know, I got, yeah, a bunch of PS2 games in it, but all of them except one were scratched. And I'm going to have to, you know, buff all of them, and I don't know if that's going to even be worth the money of, you know, all the effort of it. And then, yeah, well, there was like some DVDs, and oh, the box was full of earwigs. They must have had it in their shed and stuff for ages. And there was lots of random crap in it, and I was like, maybe I've got my money back, maybe, but... And I also had to like drive, well, Amy had to drive a good like 30-40 minutes just to pick it up, and I'm like, I don't know if that's worth it, you know? But it was fun getting the box. It was fun going through the box. It was fun cataloging it, and I think, damn, if you're gonna spend like $30 to have, you know, something fun to do, you know, during the night, just to go through stuff and catalog. And I love rummaging. I love rummaging through people's stuff. You know, I love garage sales. I love record sales. I love stuff like that. I love going through people's collection. I mean, Todd probably hates it, but I love going to his and being like, what you got? I want to go through your stuff. I want to rummage through it all, because like, I love seeing weird stuff I don't see. And I love seeing, you know, all these things have a story, you know, like, you know, this Ratchet and Clank game didn't just get here. Someone fucking played that and they had incredible times with it, and maybe some sad times with it, you know, but they had some moments with it. And then there are other things where I'm like, Roller Coaster World, I don't know, probably a dumb game, but I've never fucking seen it before, and that's cool, you know? So I love mystery boxes, and I'm really conscious of this, but going off on tangents and trying to loop it back to what I was originally saying. I love this, and I love, like, that guy who does those videos, and he'll just buy a mystery box of random games, and then he'll go through it and say whether it was worth it or not, and say what's going to his collection stuff. And I really fucking enjoyed that. And, for that reason, I thought, when am I gonna buy like another 100+ games again? Like, I'm trying to reduce my buying. I just got this because it was a fucking insane deal. It was like, oh man. So I'll explain this deal. I go on eBay and I see this deal that probably hadn't been up very long. And it was all these games listed there, including the Harry Potter and Philosopher's Stone, including Forbidden Siren, all listed there. Starting bid $60, and it had like 4 or 5 people watching. But then it said, buy it now, $150. Of course, plus shipping with those. So like 170 fucking, I don't know, 170 something dollars. And I was like, how do you not just buy this now? What are you trying to do? You're not going to get it for less than this up at auction. What are you doing? You're insane. This is such a good deal. How have you not bought it now? Why are you waiting for other people to start bidding on it? And I saw that. I was like, fuck you guys. I'm buying this all now. I'm buying it all. Just buy it now price. I'm getting it. It's a great deal. What am I going to try and do? Get it for less than that? Like, the seller gave a good fucking, a good price for it, and like, if you're trying to get it for less than that, at that point, you're just fucking over the seller, like, it's such, I don't know, it was such a cool deal. And I think that, like, yeah, wow, I feel like that was a once in a lifetime deal. And I'm until I start working, I'm low on money, like really low on money. But I've been coasting by. I've been selling games that I don't need to, add a bit of money to obviously pay off the games that I buy, as well as to, have a bit more for food, a bit more for bills, that sort of stuff. And also to have these small joys, you need to have these small joys. If you don't have these small joys, what do you have, So yeah, I don't know, I've probably been rambling for enough. I've reached over an hour. I'm really thankful to have you guys as my friends, and I thought I'd share a bit of my enjoyment with you guys. And I've been so lucky. I think about a lot of these things in my life, and I've been so lucky to be surrounded by such wonderful people and to have crazy opportunities. Like, fucking, I feel like just in this year, I've had 5 of those once in a lifetime deals, whether it be with records or video games or whatever. So, yeah, I probably should stop talking. Yeah. All right. Catch you guys.